What's up, everybody? This is your boy Willie Lee coming to you live from the garage. I don't do a lot of videos out in the garage, so I thought I'd give y'all one real quick. But had something interesting to say. Something very interesting to say. I had a guy tell me, he was like a white guy. He told me that, you know what the problem for the black man? The black man's biggest problem is that he refuses to plant a tree because he won't get to enjoy the shade of that tree. He won't get to eat the fruit of that tree, even though his children would. He said every other man can sacrifice a generation for the next generation. You look at the Mexican across deserts with no food and water, risking going to jail or being in prison just to get to America to clean floors so his children can be lawyers and business owners. The Asian man is willing to sacrifice, come to a strange land who don't even know the language. Also, he can build himself up for his next generation. The poor white is willing to sacrifice. The rich white is definitely willing to take some risk for his. He said everybody else knows how to play the game but the black man. The black man refuses to plant that tree because he won't get to eat off of it, even though his kids would. The black man's biggest problem is that he lacks foresight. Bust my head wide open, y'all. Bust my head wide open. And I wasn't looking at this dude like he was racist like that. I was looking at it more so like that's his perception of what he sees in the plight of the black man. And it was very interesting. I took that in, y'all. I had to examine it. I had to really look at it like, hey, is that true about my people? Is that true about the black man? Of course, we got individuals amongst us who are willing to invest in their children, who are willing to invest in themselves for the sake of having a legacy. But for the most part, our people are operating on a today mentality. What's good for me today, not what's good for me 100 years from now. Because that's what other people are doing. Other people are saying, you know what, we gotta unify and do group economics and build shit together because eventually our children are gonna have it better. When a black man gets a record deal, he thinking about a record deal when he could be thinking about owning the record company. A black guy would think about getting a shoe contract, athlete, and not think about owning his own shoes. That's why I fucks with Big Baller Brand. Like, I think that's good shit. I'll make sure I get me some shit. If maybe I only can afford a hat, you know what I'm saying? But I like the idea. I really think LeVar Ball is like a decent dude on that tip because he thinking legacy-wise. While everybody else is trying to boycott the NFL for not giving black people the opportunity to play and protest. You know, Colin Kaepernick still ain't got a job. But we're not thinking about if the NFL is 70% black, we can shut that shit down and start our own league. But we got to get that paycheck today. We need to eat today. That's what we be thinking. The black man refuses to plant a tree because he himself won't enjoy the shade of it. He himself won't get to eat the fruit of it. The black man lacks foresight. That's that piece.